Hey everyone, it's Rolly. And so I am going live all over the place today because we are, I guess, StreamYard and more tech issues. If you actually caught me yesterday on the on my Ramblings of a Crazy Person yesterday, it was all about tech stuff, and apparently that's not any different. So apparently the previous comments of people that were joining or that had commented are not carrying over. So, but from what I can understand is that once we're live, everything carries over, but it's not carrying over in the comment section. So I can still see the comments or whatever from inside wherever it is that you posted it, but it doesn't. Normally what happens is it carries over into StreamYard, but it's not happening. But anyway, that's what's happening. So I'm going live all over the place, and I just figured it was easier than trying to figure out what is happening. So hello, Kathy. Comment ça va? So I have my list of people that I pull cards for every week, and Kathy Walton is one of them. And what's really funny is that I always pull cards for Kathy, but I've had other Kathys that have actually jumped on the live stream and have asked for cards, and I've had to say, no, that was for Kathy Walton. That wasn't your card. So I'm actually pulling the Power of Surrender cards today. And I decided that I needed ça va bien, très merci. And I decided that I wanted to pull these cards because I definitely need these messages this week. So for anybody who is new that has not participated with me in the weekly oracle cards, absolutely, Wendy. Hey, Mary. So Wendy. And so anybody who, so what I do is I actually pull 3 group cards, but I kind of do the 3 group cards kind of throughout the card pulls because I pull people's cards at the same time. So I'm going to start off with our first group card, and I didn't do my hair today. So we've got Bedhead, and yeah, so it is just me in its all entirety. Sherry, absolutely. Okay, so Sherry not, I have to specify because I have more than one Sherry. Hey, Sarah. And is it Kai? Is that how you pronounce your name, Kai? And thanks, bedhead and all. It's Sunday and I didn't feel like doing my hair. So not that I do my hair, I wash it or I wet it, depending on whether it's a wash day or whether it's a wash day or just a wet day. Perfect. Thanks, Kai. And absolutely, Isabel. And Sarah. Absolutely, Mary. My hair looks fine. Does my yard look better? I know that Sheldon was trying to cut it before it started raining yesterday. He says it's pretty sloppy because it looked like a hay field. So any farmers need some hay, we apparently have some in our yard. So that's the, yeah, see all of these comments in the group. I'm glad that I actually went on live. So if I'm not seeing your comments, because I'm not sure whether you're watching from my personal page or from, it's not from YouTube because YouTube will tell me that it's from YouTube. So wherever it is that you're watching from, but in the group, I have to, I'm not seeing those comments carry over at all. So I will let StreamYard know so that, because they may already know that, but just in case. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to pull. Okay, so our first group card for this week is Surrender Outdated Beliefs About Yourself. So this message says, let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Absolutely, Carrie. I have to stop when somebody actually asks for a card. For sure, Kathy, you are definitely on the list. You are on my every week list. So I have an every week list, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have 19 people on that every week list. So I'm seeing, oh, Michelle. Oh, there. Perfect. It's carrying over finally. Okay, so Michelle, absolutely I can do that. I know, that is. So that's our first group card for the week. So I set that one aside, and I will share that again at the end with the other two, and partway through I will pull our second group card. But I'm going to pull Sarah cards. Bonjour, Hélène, comment ça va? Okay, so Sarah Smith, you are the very first one. So surrender to divine timing. So your message is, sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the flow of the universe. So you're still traveling lots to all the different communities, Hélène, providing your incredible services. Okay, Miss Mary, you are next. You are second on the list today. So Mary's kind of, so the every week list, Mary's like third from the bottom on that list. And today she's number 2 because I just changed the rotation as to when that's going to be, and it's kind of random. So you're next. So surrender to the magic of who you are. So we all have magic in us. Even in the mundane aspects of life, remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and a worth that comes from being just you. Added, Sarah. Absolutely, Amanda. I tagged you in a hair thing, and it's probably something that you already do. How do you get in on the weekly checklist? Can I join? So, Michelle Washbrook. Added. That's how easy it is. You're welcome, Mary. So it's as quick and simple and easy as that. And so normally I only do this on YouTube and my coaching page, but because we've been having some trouble, I'm like, I went live everywhere. So I don't normally go into the group. I usually share it into the group. Okay, Miss Trey, your turn. I would be interesting to see what my week holds. Stephanie, okay. So for those of you who are just joining in, the cards that I'm pulling from are the Power of Surrender. So it is, I just, with all the crazy things that have been going on this week, I would like to get in on the weekly as well. Perfect, Kai. I will add your name. Bring you some good news. This is all about releasing, honey baby. So curious to see what angels have to tell me today. Absolutely, Hélène. Okay, Miss Trey. Ooh, surrender defensiveness. So defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in all to communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Releasing is definitely good. I wonder who it is that you're not listening to, Trey, because like you're pretty good at listening. So you're usually pretty good at being open-minded, but maybe there's something going on. So I need to watch my reactions for sure. Is something coming up this week? Is something coming up this week that you need to bite your tongue on? You need to keep me posted. Okay, Miss Shauna, you are next. Beautiful, dear Shauna. I have not been able to stay connected to some of the things that Shauna's been doing because my head has been stuck in website stuff. And because this isn't working and that's not working and it drives me nuts. But I'm not going to belabor that because I'm going to release that. Absolutely, Toby. Maybe my hubby. So, but I am going to say technology is my friend and everything is working perfectly. And so instead of belaboring how frustrated I have been, technology is my friend and everything is working. So Lori Gervais, oh no, Shauna. Surrender resentment. I crossed off Shauna's name before I even gave her a card. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. So we have, these are beautiful affirmations. Helen, I love these. Oh, my affirmation, yes. I really need to remember that technology is my friend. So, Shauna, that is your message today. So just surrender those resentments and just let go of the things that we have no control over. Oh my goodness. Lori Gervais, you have some jumpers today. Thanks, Sarah. I just saw your share. Okay, so Lori Gervais, I have to say Lori Gervais because I have a couple of Loris. So surrender to setting limits. So this is your first card. So it is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. And that was actually a theme that came up a few weeks ago. And almost everybody's card had something to do with saying no and setting boundaries. Surrender to trust. I love this one. So like you can actually see like where it's all kind of shadowy all over the place, and then you've got the light that's coming in. So trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So surrender to setting limits, surrender to trust. And your first jumper was surrender to complete healing. Oh, wow, look at that. The skies are opening up. So be open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical and emotional and spiritual healing. I am enjoying everyone's affirmations. They also resonate with me. Thank you for what you do. Thank you, Kai. So those are and that's one of the things, those are your messages, Lori. Let's finish one sentence at a time. But yeah, that's one of the things that I love about doing group readings is that there's oftentimes something that resonates. And one of the things that I think is really cool when I do this on Sundays is that oftentimes the same messages keep coming up. And like you guys can see that I'm shuffling, but yet those same messages keep coming up. And so I just think that's really cool. So, okay. So, Melissa, tu es la prochaine. So Melissa usually has this impeccable timing of as soon as I go to pull her card that she actually appears, but it doesn't look like she's jumped on yet. So, but it's actually really cool because she just kind of just mysteriously jumps on and it's like, oh, look at that. Hey, Crystal, would you like a card? Hey, Jennifer, you too? Hey, Jennifer, I will add your name. Okay, Melissa, you have a jumper. So, and for anybody who's new, that do not come with cards, is that the way that I pull cards is that if a card jumps out, then that means that it's an extra message for you that that the universe wants you to know. Surrender to passion. And so get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Beautiful message. And then surrender to inner peace. I think that these are absolutely perfect in terms of timing for you. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet, meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy the inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. So those are your messages, Melissa. Kathy Walton, you are next. So these are the deck. This is the deck, Toby. So surrender, the power of surrender cards. So that's what this deck is. And I think I pull this one often. I pull from this deck often enough on these cards. Okay, so Kathy, look at all the dolphins. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubts that miracles can happen. So, c'est ça ton message, Kathy. Tracy with an eye. Wonder whether or not you guys have some nice weather out there this week. We've had cold and rain, and the sun was trying to come out. It was actually nice and sunny yesterday. And so my husband was able to try and get some of the grass cut. Bienvenue, Kathy. And then it started to rain. So then he came to hang out with me while I was dealing with tech stuff. I was on a Zoom call with a tech guy while he was doing like all of his things. So, okay, so Tracy. So surrender to complete healing. See, remember what I said? These cards just happen to pop up again. So open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So that is your message today, Tracy. Tracy with an eye. So Tracy with an eye, her name is Evans Ebersbach. Tracy, did I get it today? So I usually just say Tracy with an I, and then everybody knows that it's her because I tend to butcher her name. So Ebersbach. So let me know if I spelled it right or if I pronounced it right today. So Lori Blair is next. So Lori, surrender to stress. So take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So that is your message. That is your message for this week, Lori. Amelie. She's not on yet today. I have to go for a few minutes and we'll be back. Okay, so you're kind of about 3/4 down, so they're good. Hey, Tammy, how's it going? Okay, Sarah, you are the very first person that I pulled a card for. You are on my regular list, and have been for some time. So you can, but you're the very first person I pulled a card for today. Not always. You're not always the very first person, but surrender low self-esteem. But I haven't seen you on in a while, so it's actually nice to see you. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Sunflower. I'm good, Tammy. So that is your message, Am. Ooh. Shelly Gosling, congratulations. I know, beautiful sunflower, right? So Shelly Gosling is a lucky winner. She won a 50-50 draw of like lots and lots of money, which is really nice. So she's going to be able to do some really cool things with her grandchildren. So you're welcome, Sarah. Okay, so Shelly Gosling, you have 3 cards today. So who are you arguing with? Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. I'm sure that the tech people that I've been dealing with have been wanting me to surrender that exact thing. Surrender to the magic of who you are. She's a beautiful soul, and she makes some beautiful, beautiful statements on her profile. I love reading her comments in the morning. So we all have magic in us. Even in the mundane aspects of life, remember that you are a magical being with the uniqueness and the worth that comes from being just you. And then surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. That's something that I needed to hear. Me too, Kai. It's like, oh, I told you that one of the tech guys went to do something. And I'm like, that's not going to work. And I'm telling you, it's not going to work. We've already been through all this before because they're trying to resolve one issue. And it's like, that's just going to create a whole lot of other issues. And I'm telling you, that's not going to work. And he's like, well, let's just try. And I'm like, okay, fine. So he tried and it didn't work. And it did mess up some other things that we now need to fix. So I'm really hoping that they're going to be able to fix that up. But it was pretty funny. I'm like, no, see, I told you. So it's like, okay, Rolly, let it go. But it was also getting really late. It was like 11:30 last night because we had been working on it all day. We had been working on it all day the day before. And so it's getting tired and snippy and cranky. It was like, it's not going to work. I'm telling you, it's not going to work. And when it didn't, I went, see, I told you. So anyway, Bailey, this is your card. Surrender to joy. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and the easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. So that is your message. Marianne. I will pull. Oh, Marianne's got a jumper. So Marianne is next. Okay. This is one of those ones that I'm like, I call a stinger. So surrender to obsessive thinking. So if you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring clarity and even solve the problem. So surrender, because sometimes we get just stuck on keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Like, it's crazy what we do. Surrender to effortlessness. effortlessness. So this was your jumper. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So these two really fit hand in hand. So, Marianne, when you come back to catch the replay, definitely something for you. So Penny is next. That's funny. I didn't even realize Marianne and Penny are together. So Penny, surrender defensiveness. Surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear and non-defensive response. So that is your message, Penny. Diane Bename, ma belle Diane. I'm still here. So for those of you who cannot see Michelle's comment, Michelle said that she was going to be right back, and she's just messaged and said she's back. So because I know that you guys can't see each other's comments if you guys are watching it from a different feed, but Zian, surrender to success. Look at that door opening. That's beautiful. So you are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an existing new world of possibilities. The world is your oyster. Is that how that expression goes? Okay, Lonnie, you're next. So it was actually kind of nice when Lonnie joined me on the Ramblings of a Crazy Person. So it's so much nicer to be rambling with other people having conversations. Sometimes it kind of gets me off track, but that's okay. I can, if you are talking to me in person, I scroll pretty easily. So my son, who's diagnosed with ADHD, always says to me, where do you think I get it from? Surrender to the wisdom of your body. So listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So that's your message. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. So, Vicki, you are next. So I'm going to pull Vicki's card. So last week, Vicki, Bailey, and Tracy with an I were all together. They are their family, and so I don't always, because they're on my regular list, so they're not always together when I'm pulling cards. But we... but last week they were actually, so they actually got to watch their cards back to back. So surrender to trust. So again, that same one where you have the image that's coming in. So trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. And surrender to your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in, compassionately identify, and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So this one here, and that caught me in the throat. So being able to express yourself. So trusting and letting people know what it is that's happening. So, but the intimacy doesn't necessarily mean any kind of relationship intimacy. That has to do with it has to do with the people that are in your life. So it doesn't mean it could be work related, it could be family related, but it's just so that you know, being able to speak because that really caught me in the throat. So thank you for these group readings. We can all learn from these and apply them to our lives. Absolutely, Kai. It is so important for us to do that. And which is one of the reasons why I really look forward to the weekly card pulls. When I first started them, it was just my break and my escape of because there was a bunch of things that were going on. And so when I first started them, it was just so that I can take a break and just get rethinking, and then it just became a weekly thing. So that's so now I pull them at 11 o'clock on 11:10 roughly, most of the time, most Sundays. So depending on the Sunday, if I have something else that's going on, then but for the most part, it's in the morning. So Miss Maddie, surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Surrender to what is. So that is your message, Miss Maddie. Jill, you're next. So Jill, what do you need to release this week? So surrender the idea that you can fix someone. So whoever it is that you are struggling with, you can't change them. They need to change themselves. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And that's the whole thing about that message, is that you need to just focus on you and not focus on what the other person is not doing. What is it that you're going to do, and how are you going to shift things so that it's working for you? Okay, so I'm going to do Jakoda's card, then I'm going to do our second group card pull. So Jakoda, you're next. Surrender to your soul's path. So your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Did you miss yours? Nope, not yet, Isabel. So surrender to your soul's path. So that is your message, Jakoda. Okay, so I'm going to do the second group card pull. I'm having trouble saying that one today. Oh, I really love that fern back there. I don't know if I'm going to want to put it outside in the spring. I'm going to miss it when it's gone. I really like it back there, though. It fits. Oops, wrong direction. It fits really, really nice. These ones here definitely will be gone next week because we're repotting those during our Inner Moon Goddess class. So we're going to do some plant therapy in our session next week and see what can we keep and what we have to get rid of. We're going to see what we can rescue. So we've got these ones and we've got another one. These are all of our planters that were outside of the building. And so I'm going to pick up some earth and do that. So surrender to play. Oh, this is something that we need to do this week. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So the first one was surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. And this one here is surrender to play. So take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So I'm definitely going to need to make sure that I focus on that this week coming. Definitely a message that I need to hear as well. Okay, Wendy, you're next. Surrender defensiveness. This one here is a theme that is coming up this week. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Just trying to avoid allergy meds today. But apparently, it's not an option. And it's driving me crazy. So, nasal drip that's happening is driving me crazy. Allergies. So I went through all of the spring allergies that just didn't let up. And then they let up for, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, maybe. And you're welcome. And this week, or last week, I guess, technically, they are back with a vengeance with the fall. We've had lots of rain. So, like, there's a lot of new stuff that's happening for Sense. And Sherry, Not, you are next. And you have 2 jumpers. So you're going to have 3 messages. Surrender negative thinking. So you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmation. And then surrender the idea that you can fix someone. So again, you've got that same message as Jill. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Would you like a card, Natasha? Surrender to the magic of who you are. Hey, Lori. I pulled your card already, Lori. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspect of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from being just you. So you've got some pretty hefty messages. No, I didn't realize that. Interesting. So are you telling me that I need to clear that? You're welcome. You're welcome, Sherry. So these are your messages. So surrender to the magic. So these are a lot of things that are actually coming up. Oops, hang on. Try that again. So these are a lot of the same ones. You're welcome, Natasha. Caitlin would like a card. Okay, so Caitlin can. You got it, Sarah. So Kai, you are next. And Kai is newly added to our weekly draw, our weekly card pull. Ooh, there you go, Kai. So surrender to the magic of who you are. Love and gratitude to you, William. Love and gratitude to everyone here. Thanks, Natasha. So we all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and a worth that comes from being just you. So that is your message, Kai. And I know that you've picked up on a lot of messages today from the other card pulls, and so that one is uniquely yours. Isabel, you're next. So you didn't miss it. You're right now. So Isabel, surrender denial. Surrender denial. So accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decision. You're welcome, Kai. So that is your message, Isabel. Sarah Marsden. Ooh, you've got a jumper that jumped right back into the deck. Ooh, this is a new one for us. Surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. And if you actually look, there are two eyeballs on either side of this. So the very first thing, and it may or may not have anything to do with that, because this deck doesn't give you like explanations of what each card or what the artist, no, not yet, Crystal. And so of what the author was actually thinking, but like you actually have two wolves. And so the very first thing that come to mind, actually, I don't know if that they're wolves, but like the first thing that comes to mind is the, which one of the wolves are you going to feed? The one that brings kindness and compassion and caring, or the one that brings out anger and frustration and all those kind of things. So surrender to the drama, and then surrender to your intuition. So trust yourself. So really, really trust in who you are. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. So, so that is your message, Sarah Marsden, because we have two Sarahs. Sarah Marsden. Carrie, you're next. So I'm going to, so I've got Carrie, Michelle, Joseph, Amanda, and Stephanie. And then, so after Stephanie, then I will pull the third group card, and then I'll go on from there. So then it's Helen, Toby, Jennifer, Jennifer Bro, Crystal, Tammy, Natasha, and Caitlin. And Carrie, you've got a jumper. Ooh, you've got two, actually. Surrender to joy. So a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. And then you've got, this one here was kind of like tucked underneath. So surrender to non-action. So this one here was like a surprise jumper. Now it is time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So that is that one. And then surrender to fear, or surrender fear, or to fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. And that one caught my breath, causing a lot of anxiety. So just so that you know, Carrie. So I don't know, surrender to fear, that's probably one that you really are struggling with. But as I was sharing that one, it caught my breath up in my chest. So Lonnie, you're not late, but I've already pulled your card. But that's okay. You're here now, and you can join in the discussions, and you can catch the replay after and read your card. So Michelle, you're next. So Michelle is in our Holistic Wellness Lounge. And so if somebody's watching this from a different spot and it makes a lot of sense, you're welcome, Carrie. If you're watching this from a different place, because like I said, I'm gone live on my personal page, on Bridging the Gap Wellness Center. I'm going live on my coaching page and in the Holistic Wellness Lounge, as well as YouTube. And so if you are catching this in, and you've actually tried to join the Holistic Wellness Lounge, because there's lots of stuff that that we're doing in there. And if you are, and you're like, oh, well, I tried to join, but I haven't been accepted. If you haven't answered the questions, then you won't get in. Just saying. So surrender to sleep. Surrender to rest and sleep. So to prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Are you going too hard, Michelle? Are you going too hard? I know that I do sometimes. Ooh, Joseph got his jumper. Okay. Oh, interesting. Sarah, didn't you get this card? Surrender the drama. Let me know, Sarah, whether or not you actually got that card too. So no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Stay centered. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. Never. Yes, you're welcome, Michelle. So, okay, and then surrender fear. And I know this one just came up, but I don't know if that one was tied into Sarah as well, but surrender the drama. This one here is the one that jumped out. So let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment and focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. We don't celebrate those little wins enough, but I'm pretty sure Sarah has this one too. So whatever it is that's going on in your life, you guys need to really take a look at it and figure out how you guys are going to step out of it, because I'm almost positive, because I don't always remember what other people's cards are, but I'm almost positive. You're welcome, Michelle. We need to get together when you're coming up this way. So let me know when you're coming up. I don't know how much traveling that you're doing, but I do know that you still go over and see family sometimes. So, so let me know. Amanda. So Amanda already was one of the first ones to know that we are doing plants next week. So we're going to be repotting all of our centers, outdoor plants, so that we can actually put them all up in the center. Surrender what is. These are all the planters that we actually had outside the window. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Surrender. Surrender, dear Amanda. Surrender to you. Was in the area of reception. Was in the area of reception in and out, so asked Hubby to pull over. And wait till my card was read. That's funny. I really need to know my message. Don't keep driving. That's something that I would do. Just stop. Just stop and listen. Okay, Stephanie, you are next. So what do you need to know this week? What do you need to let go of? And so for anybody who wasn't on at the beginning, the cards that I'm pulling from is the surrender, the power of surrender cards. And so Stephanie, oh, you got this one too. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So that is your message, Stephanie. I don't remember where I said I was going to pull our last group card from. So I think it was after Stephanie, maybe. But I'm going to pull Helen's card next, because I just feel that's where I need to do. So I'll do Helen's card and then I'll pull our next group card. That one there just keeps coming back and stinging us, isn't it, Kai? It's like, listen, listen. Oh. Helen, your angels have 2 messages for you. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. And surrender to your fear of change. So I'm not sure what it is that's going on in your life, because you generally have a pretty good sense of that, but obviously something, you've got some resistance in something. So the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation: I have faith that all is well. That is so me, Rolly. This is my first time here. I am making changes this week, and it just felt right to come in. Awesome. I know I can probably pull from this deck and resonate with 99.9% of the things on this page. So it's actually pretty funny. So I get it. Okay, so our last group card. So we had surrender our outdated beliefs about yourself, surrender to play. What's the next thing that as a group that we need to remember? Ooh, surrender to trust. So surrender to trust. I have faith and all is well. Big hug, Ceylan. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. You're welcome, Hainan. If you are up in the Timmins area and you want a fabulous massage, she is your go-to. And I think she goes to, is it? No. I don't know where it is that the other, it started with an M, I thought. But anyway, for sure, up in the Timmins area, you definitely want a good massage. She's definitely your go-to. Okay, so Toby. Matheson. I knew it started with an M. I'm like, I can see it. I can picture it. We actually stopped there on the way through to go to the washroom. But I couldn't remember the name of it because I was thinking Mattawa. It's like, no, Mattawa's in the opposite direction. So definitely not. Bienvenue, ma belle. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. And so you've got the same thing. Surrender to your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin a release. Any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. And again, that one caught my breath. So hope those two messages make sense for you, Toby. But but that last one definitely caught my breath. So Jennifer, you're next. So oftentimes we have more than one Jen, but we have Jen Bro. Surrender to your soul's path. It resonates. Perfect. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So one of the things that is kind of interesting is that even though I pull cards, even though I set intentions, even though I do all these things, I sometimes still need to be reminded of the things that I need to let go of because my human self just still takes over. And so, so it's just really important for us to be able to remember that even though this is a path that we choose, this is a way that we look at things and that we do things, is that we sometimes need to have that little nudge that reminds us that we are human. And you're welcome, Jennifer. And so, Crystal, you are next. Surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it is accepting it exactly as it will bring you peace. Let me try that again with a Let me try that, reading that one again. So with what is instead of fighting it, when you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. So that is that is your message. Hey, Lonnie. I just see that you're back. That you joined us in the group. Because I have the group open so that I can actually see the comments. Because in the group, because I'm using StreamYard, if you don't give it permission, then I don't know who the comments are. Wow, cool. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Crystal. Okay, so Tammy, you're next. Surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. Looks like Mary Poppins is blowing away. So that is your message. Natasha, you are next. So I'm going to pull Natasha's card, and then Caitlin is last. So if you have been waiting for a card and you haven't heard your card, let me know so that I can add you to the list before I end it. Or if you've just joined and you're looking for a card, please let me know, because I've got 2 cards left. And then I will share our group cards again. Natasha, you're next. Yes, I did. So I pulled Joseph's, and I'm pretty sure him and Sarah ended up with the same first card. So surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. And surrender to your fear of intimacy. So again, this is another theme that's coming up. So you're ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Hey, Louise, would you like a card? So those are your messages, Natasha, and the and what's coming up for me is with the fear of intimacy that has to do with self-love. So maybe not, but just really being able to be more compassionate and loving and caring with yourself is the reminder that I'm getting. So Caitlin, you're next. Added Louise. Yeah, so I'm not positive that Sarah and Joseph have the same card, but I'm pretty sure that it was the same message for the first card. So Caitlin, yours is surrender worry. So make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit will be guiding you as always. So worry is something that is really challenging for most of us. So it's just really being able to like breathe it through. And so that is like super, super important for us to be able to do. And breath work is something that I focus with in the kids program a lot. Like I focus with it on everywhere, but with the kids program, that's like something that is really, really important for the kids to be able to remember, because when they get super worried or super anxious about something, is that it allows them to be able to just kind of bring themselves back into the present. So surrender your attachments to results. The formula of success is to do all you can to make things happen and then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So we can't always have things go exactly the way that we want them to. And that's something that I need to remember sometimes as well. And that sometimes, if Tracy's still watching, most of the time, because I like things to be able to go in a certain way. So that is, yeah, that's just really important. So I already have our 3 group cards, but I just feel that I need to pull one more for us as a group. Ah, beautiful. Surrender to joy. So a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. So the first one that we had, so that's our last one. So like I said, we have 4 of them this week. So surrender to outdated beliefs about yourself. So let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Surrender to play. And take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. And our other one is surrender to trust. So trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So those are our group messages this week. And so I will be back on next week. I'm just checking because I know Maggie's here next weekend. So I'm just trying to figure out whether or not, nope, we're good. So so we will be doing some card pulls next Sunday at our 11:10. The week after, though, will be at a different time. So because I will be doing a day of healing from the inside out. It is our last scheduled one. So a day of healing from the inside out had a number of different, it was completely filled when COVID happened, and then we had to reschedule. We rescheduled it a few times. Then I just said, absolutely, like, we're just going to like postpone it until. And so then what I ended up doing was scheduling 4 dates, and because we had to do reduced capacity, and so we have another full house on Sunday of a day of healing, and then I don't know when I'm looking to offer that one again. So, but looking forward to spending some time with some incredible ladies next week. And Kai, yes, I do. And so if you want, I can, because I can't do it from here. Actually, I don't think I can anyway. Hang on a second. Yes, I can, because I can just do it. No, I have to do it up here. I've got 2 computers going, so I will find the link and put it in here so that way there you have it. So the only people who cannot see the link is people in the group, so I'll actually post it afterwards. Oh my goodness. Allergies. And Wendy even told me what to do to try and get the allergies to, and it didn't help a whole lot. Okay, so this is virtually. So I'll post it here. So this is the virtual schedule. If you are here in person, like if you're local, then if you use a, we can actually use a different link. And for people that are in the group, I will add a different, I'll put it right in the group because you can't see it. because it won't share into the group. And if you're watching it from my personal page, it doesn't share there either by the looks of it. So just on the two business pages and YouTube is where it actually shared. So I'll actually go and post it on my personal page in case you guys are actually following it there. But yeah, so I will talk with everybody next week. And I am looking forward to hanging out with Maggie. And depending on what time that Maggie's leaving on Sunday, maybe Miss Maggie will actually join us and do live with us. So we'll see. I don't know what her schedule is. I don't know what time that she's leaving. I know what Saturday looks like, but so if you actually go into the booking link, Kai, there's different options. So you can actually go in there and it'll be right there. And there, so I just posted it in the group as well. So it'll have like the different offerings, and that one's, like I said, that one's all virtual. So anybody who is local, if you want to be in person, then just shoot me a message and I can give you guys the other link. But this one here is for virtual. So you're welcome, Kai. So anyway, I will chat with everybody later and talk soon. See you later.